I recently waited in the airport holding lot for the first time in over a year. Let's discuss. So for the past few years, when I drop someone off at the airport, typically I'll get a back-to-back request from the airport right after dropping that passenger off. We have two terminals here at Minneapolis and St. Paul International Airport. Terminal 1 is busier, it has a lot more airlines. Terminal 2 just has a few. With Terminal 1, typically 9 out of 10 times, I will get back-to-back requests from the airport. With Terminal 2, it's a lot less, maybe 1 out of 5 times. But with both terminals, I would almost never wait in the holding lot if I didn't receive a back-to-back request, because those holding lot times, those waits are so long. With Terminal 2, I would just drive off the airport premises pretty much every time and go over near the Mall of America, which is just off the airport grounds. And with Terminal 1, I would just drive about a mile north off airport grounds and wait in the south part of St. Paul for my next request. Now with Terminal 1, after I drop a passenger off, I'm waiting for that back-to-back request. So I don't check the holding lot times. I don't check to see how long the wait is for both Uber and Lyft. And also, again, if I don't get a request, I go north to get into the south part of St. Paul to wait for requests. The holding lot is in the opposite direction. But there was one time recently where I wasn't getting a back-to-back request. I was just about to exit airport grounds from Terminal 1. I looked at the holding lot wait times and I saw that Lyft's was really low. It was less than 10 minutes. Uber's was really long. It was expected to be about a 30+ minute wait, but Lyft's was less than 10 minutes. So I figured, why not? I hadn't been to the holding lot in years. Why not give it a try again? So I drove to the holding lot, waited there. Here's what it looked like in the Uber driver app. It said long wait, 30+ minutes until pickup estimated. There were 41 to 45 cars in the Uber X queue. And here's what it looked like with Lyft. The average wait was 1 to 15 minutes, and there were 14 drivers in the queue. So I assumed that I would get a Lyft request, and I wasn't going to get an Uber X request. The wait time was so much less with Lyft than it was with Uber. But I figured, why not go online with Uber just in case? And sure enough, I got an Uber X request about a minute after entering the holding lot. And it was a Trip Radar request from Terminal 1, which was weird. I don't know why that request went into Trip Radar. And it was actually a really good request. The upfront fare was $15.74. The duration was 15 minutes, and the distance was 9 miles. The passenger ended up tipping me $2, so I ended up making $17.86 on that ride. Now this was a pretty good experience after entering the holding lot. I didn't have to wait long. I received a really good request. I don't know how often this happens, but in my opinion, at least here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, it is not worth it to wait in that holding lot. Wait times are often really long. I really don't know how all of those drivers end up in the holding lot all the time. It is always full. I don't know how those drivers aren't getting back-to-back requests like I typically am. And I'm typically getting back-to-back requests on both Uber and Lyft, not one or the other. And another reason for the past few years I had no desire to go to the holding lot was because I was trying to attain a bonus with either Uber or Lyft, and I was driving for one. I was not multi-platforming. So if I did go to the holding lot, typically I was relying on one or the other platform to get a request. Now also here at Minneapolis and St. Paul International Airport, we don't need a permit to drop passengers off at the airport, but we do need a permit to pick passengers up from the airport. So if you're waiting in that holding lot and you don't have a permit, you can face massive fines. I've heard of people facing massive fines by just waiting in that holding lot. I personally like to have an airport permit when driving for Uber or Lyft because, again, typically I would get back-to-back requests. I would have that airport drop-off and then I would get an airport pickup right afterward. The permit is $25 each for Uber and Lyft. So if you don't want to spend that money and you don't want to make pickups at the airport, you don't have to spend that money here. But again, you would not want to be caught waiting in the holding lot or picking a passenger up without a permit because you can face massive fines. So again, overall, this was a good experience for me personally, waiting in the holding lot for the first time in over a year. I didn't wait for very long and I received a really nice request, but it really was a one-off. Again, the wait time with Lyft was so low that I decided to go to the holding lot. And since then, I've been getting back-to-back requests from the airport. There's been a couple times where I haven't gotten back-to-back requests. I've checked the wait times at the holding lot and they've been way too long. So I've just done my normal thing where I don't get back-to-back requests. I drive about a mile north to the south part of St. Paul and wait for requests there. But what about all of you? Do you wait in your local airport holding lot ever, or do you just get back-to-back requests like I do? The dynamics in different markets are a factor. Where is your holding lot located? How many terminals do you have? What are the typical wait times? Also, if you haven't watched my last video on letting my Uber airport permit expire for a little bit, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.